In order for the golf ball to move from right to left for a right-handed hook golf shot, the club face must be aiming too far to the left. If the club face was squarer, the ball might fly straighter. If the club face was aiming to the right, the ball would probably fly to the right and maybe draw back in, but it certainly wouldn't hook quite so much. So if you're producing a hooked golf shot, that club face must be closing too much through the impact phase, certainly in relation to the swing path. Now, a lot of the cause of that club face being so closed will be determined by what your hands are doing during the point of impact and through the downswing, particularly in terms of their rotation. So if we have a nice neutral grip, and it's important you start off with a nice neutral grip, as you bring the club down towards impact, the hands should do a little bit of rotating to square the face, a little bit of releasing through here as well, and a nice big finish position. But if they rotate too much too early, chances are that club face is going to get hooded over and we're going to hook the ball down the left-hand side. So we want to control the amount and timing of that rotation and that release. So the first thing I'd like you to do is go to the driving range, pick up something like a 7-iron, set some balls up. Now, if you need to, just set them up on a T-peg. You don't need to worry too much about strike here. It's much more about controlling the club face. And what we could start off doing is picking a target out in front of us. Just the camera line for me is fine. And then as I make my swing, I'm going to try and hit a shot directly down the camera line. The next ball, I'm going to try and hit it to the left of the camera line, which is going to involve more rotation. And then one last shot, I'm going to try and hit to the right of the camera line, which is going to involve a lot less rotation. So you can see here that's less rotation, good rotation, and too much rotation. Now the chances are, if you're a hooker of the golf ball, you will find the more rotation, hook it over, make it go left shot a lot easier than the straighter shot, and probably an awful lot easier than the hitting it right shot. If you're learning to hold the face open for the first time, that's going to feel quite an odd movement, quite a static movement, because your hands are traditionally wanting to whip over and hook the ball left. We're trying to hold it open and hit the ball a bit further to the right hand side. So learning that rotational drill, that rotational exercise on the driving range, like I say, a few 7-irons, balls up on T-peg, pick a straight line, hit one right, hit one straight, hit one left. Learn how to control your rotation at slow speed, then build a bit of power, build a bit of distance, and then learn to control the rotation at full speed to stop the hooked golf shots.